Why did it go to the end credits? We just got here. Hello, everyone. I don't know why I think my finger slipped and pressed the wrong button. Hello. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for being here and for stopping on in as we dive into the first track of The Infected 1986 release second studio album from the band Listen, it's been a while since we've listened to the band, and I actually have this album on my wish list of albums to cover here. But we're listening to this particular track. We're opening it up with the recommendation. This was requested and sponsored by Caden. Caden, thank you so much for the recommendation, the request, and the support. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Like I said, it's been a little while since we've listened to them, and I have them on my list, my wish list of albums to get to, which currently stands at, it's loading right now, so I can give you the number because it keeps going up apparently, 284. Wasn't it like at 260 something recently? Anyways, it's at 284 right now. So that list keeps on going up, but we'll keep on chucking away and chipping at our list of albums little by little. So let's go ahead and chip a little bit right now. The Infected, first track, title track. What do we have in store? Let's find out.
Infect me with your love.
An intro. It's an interesting opening. Kind of reminds me of Thomas Dolby a little bit. Gets you. Lyrical horn too. This track has a lot happening. You can't be mad at how that starts off the album. You can't be mad about that one. That starts off the album with quite the kick, and like I like how you still get so much of that unique flair that the has. Like the way that the music is composed in the band, especially from Matt here, like the way that it all comes together, I think is so unique. There's an assortment of sounds. I'm kind of curious on who's producing this album. I'm looking really quick to see if I can find that, because like the production, like I mentioned in the beginning, almost has a Thomas Dolby kind of flair to it, and especially with the way the drums are in here and being played, all the percussion around it. I may have to take a little bit more time and see if I can find out exactly who's producing this album. It's not in the personnel, so I'll have to like look into the album information here. But regardless, what a unique and perfectly 80s but unique sound that this particular track has. Matt, so oftentimes when we listened in the past to the he kind of almost, you know, has a little bit of a for lack of a better word, a suave and yet creepy kind of voice, and some of his intonations, some of the whispery ways that he, you know, sings to us. But this one, he retains like his characteristics, but he brings it into a much more pop accelerated format, and it sounds great. I love the chorus. The chorus is so catchy. Da, 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 infected with your love. Like that sounds so good, and it almost has there's something Detroit R&B to the way he sings that, and some of those backing vocals that eventually come in as well. There's something just to that, which I think is absolutely fascinating. There's a huge assortment of instrumentation that's happening here. The bass is thick and murky. It is dense. It's throbbing. You have a lot of musicians on this album. And can I just mention like a couple that may stand out to me? You have Steve Hogarth from Marillion playing piano in this album. That's kind of out of nowhere. Love to see that. And on the flugelhorn we heard here, you have Guy Barker performing that. And Guy Barker's played with a lot of different musicians who we're familiar with. Mike Oldfield, XTC, the Moody Blues, and the list just goes on from there. Frank Sinatra. And I love that little solo that he throws in there. You know, the atmospheres of the flugelhorn, I have always enjoyed that. Ever since really first hearing it performed this way from David Sylvian and some of his solo material, I've always just liked that atmospheric sound of it kind of calling and wailing in the back. So for it to be used here, I think is really wonderful, especially as the music kind of cuts down a little bit when that does happen. That's just brilliant. And let me get back into like the verse of it. It has a really fun forward charge to it. The sound, not the next song. This song. Okay, right here. This is very Dolby-esque to me, right? But contrast that with later on. Not quite the break. Not that. After here. There's something so funkily industrial, funkily robotic about the rhythm, yet held up by the hands of humans with, you know, the female vocals there, which kind of sounds like the hissing of a machine. Now, I'm not 100% sure on who's singing the backing vocals here, but you are credited with Tessa Niles, Zeke Manika, and Anna Domino, and the Crickets. Credited here some of those backing vocals, and I like that kind of, like I said, to me, it sounds like steam hissing. in the back that they brought in. This is a really fantastic opening track. The assorted amounts of percussion, which, you know, you have a lot of percussionists here. Bashiri Johnson, Rolly Mossaman. It's great. This is just a really great welcome return to this album. Listen, or to the band, I should say. So can I tell you? There's artwork for what I imagine is the single up above, like right up here. And right there is where I'm going to stop. Yeah, there's no way I'm scrolling up any further because this video may get in trouble. So you can view that on your own time. Infect me with your love. I've got too much energy to switch off my mind, but not enough to get myself organized. My heart is heavy, my head is confused, and my aching little soul has started burning blue. I can't give you up till I've got more than enough, so infect me with your love. Taking a negative connotation and infect me with something positive, love. Nurse me into sickness, nurse me back to health, endow me with the gifts of a man-made world. I like that. Like, take me down, but then bring me back. When desire becomes an illness instead of a joy, and guilt a necessity that's got to be destroyed. That's a great line, those two. Take me by the hands and walk me to the end of the pier. Run your fingers through my hair and tell me what I want to hear. Will lies become truths in this face of fading youth? From my scrotum to your womb, your cradle to my tomb. Definitely has relation to the first line to an extent, or to the image of the single to an extent. I really like this imagery and what he's saying here. Take me to the pier, you know, stroke my hair and tell me what I want to hear. And will lies become truths? Will you lie to me to make me feel good and tell me what I want to hear, but will they somehow become truths in the face of fading youth? I think that this is a really fantastic track, and I like like I said, that kind of contradiction of infecting me with your love. Like, he just wants it all, the good, the bad, the everything, no matter what it entails in particular. It's a fantastic, fantastic opening, and a welcome return to hear from the band and Matt, of course. Would love to know your thoughts, of course, in the comments down below. Thank you, as always, for being here, Caden. Thank you so much for the request and for the support. And I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Come back tomorrow, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.